Can I get caller ID for the voices in my head? I mean, it would really help a lot, you know? We all have voices in our heads. They call this the digital information age. And we are swamped, flooded, inundated with voices. TV, radio, movies, advertising, the internet, social media, government, the news, billboards, even bumper stickers and t-shirts. They are all talking to us. Now, conventional wisdom is also a voice in our heads. Conventional wisdom is what we mean by the phrase, they say. You know, they say it's going to be a dry summer this year. Boy, were they wrong about that one. They say that autism is caused by vaccinations. They were wrong about that one, too. They say we should eat a lot more vegetables. I think they're right about that one. So they say a lot. Lots of voices out there, and lots of voices in our heads. So who do you listen to the most? Which voices do you trust more than others? Who is your rabbi? You can see where this is going, right? The story of Jesus being transfigured on the holy mountain has a punchline. God turns up and says, "This is my son, my chosen. Listen to him." Whatever else Jesus was and is, he was a rabbi. A rabbi is a teacher, and Jesus is our teacher, our rabbi. Just believing in him is not enough. We need to listen to his teaching and follow him. I read a pretty good description of the Christian life in a book by Marcus Borg. He wrote this: discipleship means being on the road with Jesus. To journey with Jesus means listening to his teaching. Sometimes understanding it, sometimes not quite getting it. In other words, listen to him. So, let me give you my litany, my long chant of what they say in contrast with what Jesus says. They say, hot new fashions. Jesus says, why do you worry about clothing? They say, shop till you drop. Jesus says, your life does not consist in the abundance of your possessions. They say, greed is good. Jesus says, give to everyone who begs from you. So who are you going to listen to? Them or Jesus? They say, nice guys finish last. Jesus says, the last will be first, and the first will be last. They say, surgical strikes and drone attacks. Jesus says, love your enemies. They say, revenge is sweet. Jesus says, if someone strikes you on one cheek, turn the other also. Who are you going to listen to, them or Jesus? They say, my way or the highway. Jesus says, all who exalt themselves will be humbled. They say, supersize it, please. Jesus says, man does not live by bread alone. They say, you only go around once in life. So when you're dead, you're dead. Jesus says, I will raise them up on the last day. Who are you going to listen to, them or Jesus? They say, lifestyles of the rich and famous. Jesus says, blessed are the poor. They say, bring back the death penalty. Jesus says, whoever is without sin may throw the first stone. They say, don't get mad, get even. Jesus says, forgive, and you will be forgiven. Who are you going to listen to, them or Jesus? They say, but we've always done it that way. Jesus says, new wine in new wineskins. They say, it's all about me. Jesus says, love the Lord your God with all your heart. They say, I'm looking out for number one. Jesus says, the greatest among you is the one who serves. Who are you going to listen to, them or Jesus? Maybe more than anything else, I think they say, to thine own self be true. Do your own thing. And Jesus says again and again, follow me. Who are you going to listen to, them or Jesus? So there are all these voices in our heads. Which ones will we listen to? I'm checking caller ID for the voices in my head, and I hope to pay most attention to the voice of Jesus. If I'm a Christian, if I am a Jesus follower, if I am an Episcopalian, I have promised not only to believe in him, but to listen to his teaching. God said, this is my son, my chosen. Listen to him.